This is Jim. He has a heart, and up until this very moment, it belonged to this girl, Emily. Now, Emily has a heart, and it definitely belongs to Jim. The problem is Jim's heart is getting nervous, not quite sure about future commitments made. And this is Mark, a friend, offering 2 cents worth of free advice. But back to Jim's heart. His heart is soon to encounter the older woman. Marriage. Whoa, what a way to start a story. Our hero Jim popped the question in a moment of passion when the mind had left the body. And now, as the wedding day nears, his nerves are frazzled. Is he ready to make this giant leap into the real world? Seems commitment has made Jim weak in the knees and faint of heart. Marriage, she's thinking marriage, and dreaming about the ring she's gonna wear. When in doubt, when frustrated, why not call on a close friend, a pal, a buddy? Mark is that friend. He skipped college to go headfirst into business, the world of advertising. His penchant for coming up with a nifty slogan that fueled sales made him the darling of the Bentley agency. And with that gift of gab, he does his best to clear up Jim's confusion. Jim, you're my friend, and I'm telling you true. You're tense as a bongo drum. Just look at that face as you gaze out in space. Well, it seems like your brain's gone numb. Friend, I've never seen you so glum. Mark invites Jim to a swank get-together at the boss's home. His hope is to get Jim's mind off marriage and into schmoozing. And there's also the possibility that, if he makes a good impression on the right person, he just may get himself a job offer. But oh, that it should go that smoothly. Jim meets, by chance, the older woman. Well, 40-ish, but when you're 24, well, you know. She is Beth, a former executive at Bentley, a dynamic rainmaker whose outlook on life changed when her husband passed away. She left the firm and only occasionally now attends these parties. On this night, among the glittering guests, she is all that Jim can see. Jim went back to his apartment following the Bentley affair. He listened to a string of messages from Emily on the answering machine. Where are you? It's getting late. I'm going to bed. And now it's the morning after the night before. We find Jim reading a newspaper at the kitchen table when Emily walks in. And by the way, she is quite upset by the lack of response to her calls.
So, where were you last night?
Last night? With Mark?
Him again? Need I remind you that Mark is a bachelor and loaded with bad habits?
So am I. A bachelor, that is. It's no crime to want to spend a night out with the guys to unwind.
Just where were the guys hanging out?
At the Bentley estate.
I should have been there. Why didn't you ask me?
Because you would have said no, and you would have had me say no, too.
I'm just trying to be a good influence. To do my best to get you to where you should be.
Where you want me to be, don't you mean?
Where we both need to be. We're gonna have a wonderful life together. I know it. I can feel it. I have great instincts where our relationship is concerned, but still. You should have called. Don't you know I worry when you're not around? You should have called. You're the finest cure for sad I've ever found. In your words I find a soothing reassurance, and it starts me purring like a Persian cat. You make feeling special an everyday occurrence, but every day is not enough of that. You should have called. You should have called. You should have called. Don't you know a woman needs her ego stroked? Some flirty words whispered softly so as to get her fire stoked. I know you really need me. I know you really care. I know you love the way I smile, the way I toss my hair. I know I keep you tantalized, impassioned, and enthralled. I know without you speaking just how much I have to share. But still, in all you knew, I was waiting by the phone. You should have called. You should have called.